Hey everyone, so welcome back to another video on our channel, and this video is going to be regarding a very important and a very useful update, basically very useful for those students who are going to give their interviews in the Cognizant in the upcoming days. So yes, this video is going to be regarding a candidate's self-given examination, or basically you can say self-given interview for the Cognizant Genc role. So this video is specifically for Genc role interviews. If you are having interview for other roles, you can still watch this, because Genc role interview is the bare minimum that you need to prepare. Other than that, extra things also you need to prepare for other roles as well. So you can still watch this and get benefited from it. So let's start with the questions, and most importantly we are going to use mainly the topics, which topics you need to focus on rather than direct questions, because questions will not be same for everyone, but topics and important areas will be same. So let's start, but before moving on, if you are new to the channel, make sure to click on the subscribe button, join our Telegram and WhatsApp channel from the description box link, and also make sure to click on the bell icon after subscribing, because we post multiple hiring, onboarding and interview updates every day regularly. Make sure not to miss out. So first of all, that Cognizant Genc interviews are right now going on for multiple phase and multiple different hiring students for 2024 batch and 25 batch both. So all updates about both of these hirings I have been posting continuously in my channel. You can follow to or search for whatever updates you want. So first of all, let's directly go into the interview. First question for any of these interviews is going to be your introduction. Tell me about yourself. So make sure to prepare that very well, okay, because at least the basic thing that you should know is about yourself, your college, your interests, your favorite topics, your favorite courses or anything, whatever any project if you have made, you can add that in the intro. Don't make the intro too long, make the intro short and crisp, okay. So that's all about the first questions that you are going to face. After that, that is one more common questions that every student is going to get asked throughout interviews of Cognizant Genc role or other roles as well, Genc Pro, Genc Next roles, and every company is hiring, that if you have made any project or not, because all of you are going to be either in your 4th year or already have cleared your 4th year. So final year project at least everyone should have done, okay. So make sure to know about your project very well, because people they are going to ask you questions about your project, what project you did, basic things, that why you have made and decided to do this project, what problem your project is solving, okay. That is the basic questions. If they decide to go on the top of your project, they are going to ask these questions, and also what challenges you have faced, how you have defeated those challenges. These basic questions they will ask. If they want to deep dive into your project, they will going to ask you about the technologies you have used in your project. Might be React.js, might be JavaScript, SQL, PHP, whatever you have used, okay, machine learning, whatever technology you have used for your project, you need to know about it, okay. Even if you have gathered the project from somewhere, or your teammate that did most of the work, still you need to understand whatever your project is doing before going for the interview, because there is a high chance they are going to deep dive into your project and ask you about the technologies you have used in the project, okay. They might even ask you cross questions from the project if they are going for difficulty, because suppose you have solved a particular problem or particular area using some one logic, they might cross question you why you have chosen this logic, you can what other logics you could have used and why you have not chose them, like that they can ask questions from project, okay. So that's one important part. Next part is going to be your basic things, that SQL and OOPS. These two topics is going to be very important for Cognizant Genc interview, because they are going to ask you particularly certain questions from this. Make sure to go through on the OOPS pillars, okay, every pillar and their example definition, everything. Also, what is method overloading, what is method overriding, their differences, one example for each, okay. Deep copy, shallow copy, these things you should also prepare for OOPS related topics only. And the next thing that you are going to study is going to be about DBMS and SQL, okay, database management system, what is the ACID properties, these things you need to prepare very properly. After you are done with all these things, then you have to prepare about your coding skills, okay. Do not worry, because coding questions will not going to be very tough DSL level coding, no. basically array and string based coding questions that we are going to get. Okay, so this candidate who have given this interview, they asked him only string based coding questions 2 to 3. Okay, but all of this is going to be small logics only, like string reversals or number of characters in the string, or might be the unique characters in string, like that. Basic small questions they are going to ask. You need to code for some, you need to give just the logic for some based on your interviewer, whatever they are asking. If they are asking you to write the code, you need to write the code. If they are asking you to just say the logic, you need to just say the logic. So that's all about the interview basic part. And after the end, you can expect some basic behavioral and HR parts, like are you flexible in joining any location throughout India, or are you flexible in working on any shift and any technology that company will provide you, like that. So obviously for all this you need to say yes. Okay, so that's all about this particular Cognizant candidate given interview experience. If you have any queries, you can comment down. You can also join our dedicated Telegram group and ask your queries there as well. But if you have one of those students who have recently completed the interview, you can share your experience by writing the questions in the comment section, so that other students can also gain some help. So that's it.